Avebury via the avenue, and as you'll appreciate, Avebury is iconic, beautifully designed and built to last. Rather like the review I'd like to do today, which is of the Enduristan Hurricane 15 litre day sack. This is my first day ride out this summer after the interruption of COVID. And there are the stones. Okay, so here's my problem. I ride a naked sports bike and plan to extend the distances on my day rides over the summer. Now normally I'd stop over at a cafe or a pub. Of course COVID means I can't, so what to do? That means I need a measure of self-sufficiency so I can carry things like food and drink. Now being a blogger as well, a YouTuber, I also need to carry camera gear and a sensible biker, having a tyre repair kit, my trusty cap, and maybe a fleece as well if it gets colder. Now my Monster's got camera mounts fitted on the tank and the rear fairing, so I can't use a tank or a seat bag either. And I think also that would affect the aesthetics. You know, the Monster wasn't really designed to carry panniers or top boxes or the other sort of luggage. I think it spoils the looks. So anyway, one day during the lockdown I'm surfing YouTube and I come across a guy called Lyndon Poskett. Now Lyndon, like myself, worked for BAE Systems for many years building military aircraft. So I basically binge watched Lyndon's Dakar rally videos and learned we both worked in aerospace, but left to pursue a dream. Me to run my own training business and him to take off around the world on his bike, and later to actually compete very successfully in the Dakar rally. Now I noticed when I was watching this that he was using a very neat looking rucksack, so I decided to investigate. And today is my first sort of proper full day post-COVID ride out of the year. So I've been able to get a really good sense of the product. Now here's what I found out. So the Enduristan Hurricane 15 litre sack is probably, well let's start with the name Enduristan. It's probably a name many of you won't have come across. It's not one of the sort of big names. I think it's more of a niche name run by, I get the impression, a sort of a group of enthusiasts, a small group of people who've really thought out what they want. And I've talked before on my channel about specification and requirement. And of course in engineering terms, a requirement really is all about what you want the product to do. And these guys have really thought hard about what they want this day sack to do. And from the moment you unpack it, it just exudes quality. It just feels absolutely solid. And you know, for a guy like myself who spent 40 years in the defence area, you know, I would say this is built to sort of defence military standards. Actually, it just exudes quality. It's extremely tough. It's got really good welded seams. It's 100% waterproof, so you'll never need a cover, never need to carry a cover with it. It's got the best zip I've ever seen on adventure gear, and you know that's coming from one who's done many trips in his youth into the mountains and got soaked several times. This is really high quality. The chest harness and the waist harness are superbly designed, give you a huge free of movement, and actually it's very easy, even for somebody like myself who's sort of getting on a bit in years, to actually slip the thing on and take it off. One thing I've noticed on the ride down here is that it actually improves the aerodynamics on a naked bike. You've probably seen these, some of you might have these leather suits where you've actually got the sort of almost like the hump at the back, basically to reduce the vortices behind the helmet and in the small of your back. Well, wearing this rucksack has the same effect. To be honest, I've not even been aware that I'm wearing it. It's incredibly practical as well. It's got bottle pouches. It's got loads of pockets, more pockets than you can shake a stick at. It's got a little net on the back. It's got cargo loops so you can attach stuff to it. And it's got compression straps as well, and also apparently somewhere on there is a secret pocket, but this secret pocket is so secret I actually can't find it. Hint hint, Enduristan. Okay, so I think if you're looking for a solution to carry your stuff on a day ride, and you don't want to clutter up that beautiful sports bike with luggage, the Enduristan Hurricane, I would say, could be just what you're looking for. It's certainly worth a look. So you can buy it through, go on to Lyndon Poskett's website, Lyndon Poskett Racing I think it's called, and you can pick it up there. Now the other thing I also got was the what's called the Hydro Pack insert. So I've come out on a really hot day, beginning of quite a hot spell into the 3rd week in June, and one of the things I needed, again particularly post-COVID, because the pubs are closed at the moment, you can't get a drink. So I wanted the ability to actually be able to carry a drink with me, and this Hydro Pack attaches to a little pipe, which again straps onto your chest harness. So as you're riding along, you can just literally pull the thing up and have a drink. The pack itself, the Hurricane, was actually designed for adventure riders. So what I'm doing by using it on a sports bike is something I guess a little bit different, but actually what I found out is it's a very elegant solution. It kept me hydrated today, just little sips of water all the way through. I put the Hydro Pack in the fridge overnight, so it was nice and cool. And it's still, it's now probably 4 hours later, it is actually still cool, and I guess you could probably wrap it in a bit of insulation if you wanted to improve that. Okay, so for me, I've got to say, I've got to give the Enduristan Hurricane 15 litre a 5-star rating from Back to the Bike. Also notice here we've got this patch. Now in the price that you pay, Enduristan will embroider a patch for you, and I've seen these patches with the rider's name and their blood group. What I've actually done as well though is I contacted somebody on eBay, and I'll put their contact details below. Ellie, I think she's called, but again I'll leave the details below the film. And I got Ellie to actually embroider my YouTube moniker, my bike, and I've also got it to match the call out colour on the bike. So my Monster's black, all my little call outs, all my little bits of bling are red, so I just thought we'll stick that on the back. So you can actually personalise it to the colour of your bike, and if you contact Ellie, then she'll do your patch. I think that was about £7 or £8, something like that. So, but as I say, beautiful pack, very solid. It is heavy. Probably half the weight on this is actually the water, and it will get lighter obviously as the day goes through, but just beautifully designed. So there you go, that's the Enduristan 15 litre day sack. Thoroughly recommended, and I'd strongly recommend if you've got a sports bike, or even if you've got a, I was riding an RT, wasn't I, not that long ago, but the RT with all the luggage on can look a little bit clumsy. If you just fancy riding, one of these bigger sort of adventure or touring bikes, but just with no luggage on, then get yourself one of these. So in this today, by the way, if I sort of just show you what I've got in it. Okay, so I'm carrying a map, I'm carrying all my camera gear, I'm carrying keys, what else have I got in there? I've got tyre repair kit, got some good old hand gel, which I guess we all have to carry these days, and somewhere in there as well, can't find it at the moment, but I've actually got in the pocket, I think it is, you can actually see the pocket there, I'm actually carrying a multi-tool as well, and to be honest there's plenty of room in there for a fleece, for anything else that I'd actually want to carry really, so just enough for a really good day ride out actually, and possibly even an overnighter. So there you go, if you want the size up, 25 litres. But okay, that's Back to the Bike signing off. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you soon.